Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Jonas Ray Kreitzberg, age 69 of Cullman, will be at 2 p.m. today at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. Dale McAnally officiating, burial in Hopewell Cemetery. Funeral services for Catherine Hooper Needham, age 73 of Holly Pond, will be at 11 a.m. today at Zion Grove Baptist Church. The Reverend Arlen Rogers officiating, burial in Zion Grove Cemetery. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2. Welcome to our program. We are broadcasting live at channel2cullman.com or anytime you want to watch our program. The interesting thing page about the weather is, will it rain on what football game? Rain in the forecast for tonight with high school football and more tomorrow, even heavy rain expected. So, if you're planning on going to a football game, you may want to take an umbrella. Be prepared, just in case. Here's our forecast for today. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. We start with the weather almanac for the 20th of September. The average high temperature is 84. The record high 101 in the summer of 1925. The average low is 61, the record low 43 in 1928. Sunset at 7:11, sunrise tomorrow morning 9 minutes after 6. There's the satellite picture, and I think the rainfall got through Colorado yesterday, but they're still trying to recover from the massive flooding. But look at the rain coming through Texas, headed our way.
Yes.
Could be a rainy weekend. Right now it doesn't look too bad. Here's our forecast. We'll see what's going on. Increasing clouds and breezy today with a high of 87. For tonight, an 80% chance of showers. They say after midnight, so maybe high school football will be okay tonight. Low of 68 tomorrow, mostly cloudy. 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms with a high near 78. And I heard talk yesterday about heavy rains in Tuscaloosa come tomorrow night. On Sunday, sunny again, a high just 77, 79 on Monday, 80 on Tuesday, 83 Wednesday, 84 Thursday. So could be an interesting weekend as far as the weather's concerned.
Yes.
Any outdoor activities going on other than football this weekend? I think we're kind of between celebration. Well, the fair's going on.
Oh, well, yes. And so I think that's all, though.
Yeah.
I really do.
Oktoberfest will still be in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
A lot of things going on for
right.
that time. Well, let's see, who's our Facebook friend of the day for today?
Well, our Facebook friend of the day today is Nan Austin, and she likes reading and country music. So thank you, Nan, for being our Facebook friend. And Nan will receive a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue.
I was out at Steel Orchard yesterday and talked to Linda, and she said to remind viewers that they love to conduct tours, especially school field trips.
That's very interesting. I
So
had never
she
thought
said,
about that.
pass the word along that if there's any teachers looking for field trips, Steel Orchard is a good place to go. She said they get a lot of homeschooling groups, but would like to do others. But if you've got a church group or something, they do tours. And by the way, they still have peaches available. I thought peaches were just about out of season, but they still had peaches and a large variety of apples right now. Okay, who's our guest for today?
Our guest for today is Barry Willingham, and he's going to be visiting with our political panel for That's Politics.
And that's what we have coming up. Coming up next, we'll do our Know Your Merchants and give away some prizes.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Well, let's see what we have to give away for today as our prizes. We have KSW colored salt, which is available at Rumor's Deli and Gelato Joe's, and 2 cupcakes from Frosting's Bakery. Those are the Friday prizes. We'll ask you a question about one of these ads. Pay close attention. Starting with Cotton State Barns of Cullman, where you can buy or rent to own. They have carports, playsets, utility trailers, and storage buildings. There's no credit check. You're automatically approved. Cotton State Barns of Cullman.
And the Busy Bee Cafe, they're the home of the original breaded burger. Come and check out their dinner hours on Friday and Saturday from 2 to 9. They have live music and they're at a great location, the Busy Bee Cafe.
And Earl's Body Shop, where they do towing, large and small towing, local or long distance. Of course, they also do auto body repair, located on Highway 31 North.
And the Teacher Supply, parents and teachers don't drive miles and miles, it's all in Cullman. The Teacher Supply has classroom materials, decorations, teacher resources, and more.
New fitness facility in downtown Cullman called Be Fit. You pay just $50 a month. There's no long-term contract required. Your membership includes a certified personal trainer.
And the Choco-covered cheesecake blizzard is a blizzard of the month right now at Dairy Queen. They also have the $5 lunch special going on where you can get fries, a burger, a dessert, and a drink.
Tires for less. More than just tires. They do minor engine repair. They do oil changes, replace shocks and brakes. Come and see Greg and Mike and all the guys at Tires for Less on Highway 31 North.
And Ronnie G's Hickory Grill, they have Monday night football, Tuesday night trivia, college football Saturdays, a full bar, barbecue, and more. They're located on Main Avenue.
And Mr. Hicks Menswear, now offering suits made to your measurement. Regular, big, and tall size clothing always available at Mr. Hicks Menswear.
And Borden Family Pharmacy, they're Cullman's leader in adult immunizations. They have shingles, pneumonia, and whooping cough vaccines, as well as flu shots and flu mist for children. No appointment is necessary at Borden Family Pharmacy.
And Mad Dog Mike's famous barbecue tailgate packs for $50. The small pack includes ribs, pulled pork, sauce, baked beans, potato salad, coleslaw, and cheese fries. And Mike says everybody wants the cheese fries.
Yes.
Wow, just $50. It feeds at least 12 people. Okay, question for today. Which of our advertisers is located on Compass Way? You like that one?
I like that.
Okay. Which advertiser is located on Compass Way? 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. And our prizes for today, KSW colored salt and 2 gigantic cupcakes from Frosting's Bakery. We'll take your phone calls right after Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hello, I'm Zach Wood with Premier Bank. Today's Money Matters topic is debit cards. A debit card, also known as a bank card or check card, is a great tool that provides electronic access to your bank account anytime, day or night. Unlike a credit card, payments using a debit card are immediately transferred from your account. Debit cards also allow for instant withdrawal of cash, acting as the ATM card. For more information about debit cards, stop by your local bank today.
And once again, our question for today, which advertiser is located on Compass Way? And I dare say, since that's not a very long street, some people might not know where Compass Way is. Let's look at the rest of our merchant ads right now. Auto Tech Repair and Service, they're located on County Road 1354 in Vinemont between Ridgecrest Community Church and the Super Saver Auto Tech.
And Mullins Body Shop, you've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and towing, and you can still count on them today. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim. That's 734-1353.
Brown & Company Beverages, a specialty wine and beer store where they have a large variety of domestic and imported wine and beer. They have specialty items and barware located on Highway 157.
And Ronnie G's Hickory Grill, they have a full bar, barbecue, hot wings, and a large menu. They have everyday food specials and everyday 6 to 8 happy hour.
Deb's Bookstore, where used books are half price each and every day. New books 20% off every day. Did you hear Deb say she has close to 90,000 books?
Grand Point Pharmacy, by customer request, Remedy Skin Repair Cream is there. It's home of the 2 Old Goats, which is one of their repair creams, so go and see Grand Point Pharmacy.
And the Wellness and Aquatic Center has the competition pool, the indoor pool, a variety of aerobic and cycling classes, the Whirlpool Spa. That's the Wellness and Aquatic Center.
And Baldwin Counseling Center, having problems, need to talk or want privacy? Well, Dr. Howard Rogers is the person to call. He offers weight loss, individual and family counseling, and lifestyle coaching at Baldwin Counseling Center.
And those are the merchant ads for today. We don't have any birthdays, so we don't have a cake to give away for today.
That's okay.
We will continue our program with our community billboards and the weather right after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Upcoming senior events tomorrow is the Eve of Bluegrass Festival, so everyone go out and support them. The John James Audubon exhibit is going on right now at the Evelyn Burrow Museum now through the end of September. The display is open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturday from 10 to 2. And get ready for Oktoberfest with ballroom dance lessons. This will be Thursday, September the 26th at the Donald E. Green Building at Engle Park. It starts at 6 p.m. and there's no charge. And our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. If you have a billboard that you would like to send to us, please email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, fax it to 734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman.
The weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. The forecast for today is calling for increasing clouds and breezy with a high of 87. 80% chance of rain after midnight tonight, low of 68. Cloudy, more rain tomorrow with a high near 78.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
And welcome to That's Politics. Tom Burleson, Tom Drake, and I welcome the Revenue Commissioner for good old Coleman County, Mr. Barry Willingham. Barry, you announced last week, or this week, I can't remember, running again. Is that a 6-year term?
It is a 6-year term. It was last general election was November 2008, so it's went by quick.
My goodness.
Moves fast.
The older you get, the faster it goes, I think.
And a little bit greater you get too.
Boy, it must be really go fast for him. Tom Burleson. Boy, look who's talking. Look who's talking. Who's got the hair on back?
Barry, after serving all these years as a revenue commissioner, and it really doesn't seem like it's been that many, but what are some of the things you feel that you brought to the table and were able to do as a revenue commissioner?
I think foremost customer service. I think we've had, that was a big need. I think we needed to have changes in his customer service, and I'm about efficiency also. So cross training of employees and working together as a team. So I think that's a big part. And managing employees and managing the finances. The budgets of the county for the revenue and reappraisal budget. So there's a lot of laws passed the last 4 years that had to have somebody there in charge to kind of see that everything went into place like it needed to be. So it was a big challenge these last 4 years, but I think I was up for it and enjoyed the position. So
Barry, you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you sure are.
Thank you.
You just got to, you hear people talk, about you serve the people.
We don't make everybody happy every day, but we administer the laws the way it should be, and we go out of our way to help people as much as we can. But,
well, you do a good job.
Let me ask you this, Barry, regarding the law that said you have to have insurance, liability insurance at least. Some time ago, we talked about this on the program, and you said, well, there's still some flaws that have to be worked out in the process. What's the situation now? Is it working smoothly?
It's a lot smoother than what it was. Most of the insurance companies are all on board now. There's still a few, the not nationwide insurance, but the national insurances. There's a couple that's still not on board, but they'll probably within the next few months they'll start losing business probably if they don't get on board with them.
When a deputy or state trooper catches you speeding and they pull you over, can they look to see if you have insurance on your vehicle?
That you're supposed to still provide proof of insurance to the deputy or state trooper, but in turn they can also then walk back to their vehicle and run that insurance to make sure it's still valid, because people that pay month to month might have a card that shows it's good for 6 months, but they might lapse within that time period. So just because you have a card, they can still verify it in their vehicle.
Hey, let me ask you, do they have a choice on liability insurance to buy with the insurance company or with the state?
No, they can't.
Don't have a choice.
The state does not provide insurance. What happens is the insurance companies send the data to the state, and that's how we verify insurance. But you cannot buy liability insurance through the state.
Assessment of property values, that was a big issue 5 years or so ago. May still be to some degree. Have you seen, because it's done annually, right? So every year someone assesses the value of your property. Have we seen an increase, sizable increase in those kind of taxes?
It's kind of steady. Well, 2008 to 2009 we had a little bit of a drop. And that's because we trended the values down a little bit, seen a little increase. the next couple of years. You know, we've got a good increase this year for the schools because of the industrial expansions we've had this year. You know, we've added almost $100 million to our taxes rolls this year of value. So, you know, in turn, that's going to help the schools out. And 10 years from now, the other agencies and the government agencies will see a good chunk of money coming in with their way.
I know that the issue of the city of Coleman, the council voted to provide a relief for new businesses coming in, so they get their sales tax they collect back, that it being an incentive to build and to hire people. Have you seen that before? Because you were up in Morgan County. Have you seen that in any other counties?
Yeah, the expansion they had at 67 and 31 there with the Target, and you know that was done that way. So,
oh, is that right?
Yeah, I've seen it in other Morgan County. Never seen it in Winston County. We didn't have any that, but yeah, that's pretty common.
What areas? I know south of town, boy, businesses are booming. You know, because every time you turn around, there's a road grader, or rather a bulldozer, and people getting out there getting places ready to build stores. But on the north side, are you seeing any kind of expansion?
I've not seen anything come through. You know, we got out 278 West, you know, with the Dodge place. I think that's going to bring in some other retail and maybe some restaurants on that side. But you know, right now, I think everybody's just kind of wait and see what happens in the North Shopping Center.
How is that Bass thing coming along? Is it still in the works or not?
I think it's still in the works. I'm on the chamber board, and it's discussed all the time about how funds is being raised, and it's still there. It's still coming along.
That should bring us a lot of other people in with them.
That'd be a lot of traffic to go.
Yeah.
The property tax you have to pay each year is based on what property's going for in your area, right?
Right. We have neighborhoods throughout the whole county. You know, some neighborhoods are bigger than others. You know, we have neighborhoods in the city. We have neighborhoods split up from the east side of the county to the west side of the county. You know, we have Smith Lake properties separated from, the rural areas. We have the, city lakes with Catawba and Lake George, and when we see Duck River come along, we'll see something, we'll divide something out, because we don't want those properties, how they trend in value, affecting the rural properties, the farm properties. So, and also with the commercial, we have the commercial properties separated out like that too.
Is there a maximum amount of tax, land, property tax, that a business will, or a homeowner is going to pay, or is it all based on
value?
So it's going to be a percentage of that.
It's just based on value. So whatever your property's worth, whatever your industry's worth, that's.
Do you have an exemption of $12,000?
What you're referring to is if you're over 65 years of age, your federal taxable income, if it's less than $12,000 and over 65, you're exempt from property taxes. If it's over $12,000, you still get a higher exemption, but then we have to look at your state adjusted gross income. And what that's based on also is $12,000. So on adjusted gross income, if it's less than 12, it's a higher exemption. You're not exempt from property taxes completely unless your house is valued less than $50,000.
If you're 65, you exempt the $12,000 off.
No, sir. You're exempt. If you're 65, you're exempt on the state property tax. So your property tax is broke up into state, county, school, and city.
Yeah.
And so if you're 65, you're exempt on all the state property tax automatic. And then we have to look at your federal and state income tax returns. And that's where the $12,000 that you're referring to is if you make less than $12,000 on your federal taxable income, you're exempt from property taxes. If your state adjusted gross income is less than $12,000, you're exempt on the first $50,000 of your home value, other than city tax.
See now, Mr. Drake, and Tom, I think you lost your microphone there a second ago. Mr. Drake, with this Dodge dealership moving, out 278, the intersection there with 65, no, 60, yeah, that's where it is, isn't it? with that construction, that will inevitably raise the value of that area there, right?
Yep. Yeah, any type of improvements and expansions, you know, it affects property taxes.
What was the change and how was it handled regarding elderly or what was it, handicapped?
Well, the 2012 session, they changed the law and put handicapped, totally and permanently disabled, let's say it that way, and over 65 in the same category. Well, they also took away the state adjusted gross exemption. Well, we sent out all those exemption renewals in October 2012 without any regard for your state adjusted gross income, because that wasn't the law. And we also had to verify your income if you're totally and permanently disabled. Well, they took so much flack about it, they changed the law in the spring of 2013, made it retroactive. So all the ones that we qualified for the October 2012 through December 2012, we had to go through our books and resend out those notifications for the ones that needed it in July of this past year, recertify those folks, get them, basically we did twice the work this past summer. And then we recently, this past August and 1st September, we sent out the 2014 affidavits for exemption. So that was a lot of confusion, and that's one thing since I've taken office. I go around to all the senior centers throughout the whole county. So, you know, and I sit down with them and explain them all the laws and everything, and, you know, and you'll be surprised at the people that you come across that, you know, they think they don't qualify because they draw too much money, or, you know that they just felt like they owed it to the county. They was afraid that, you know, we'd come back and charge them more in the long run. So, you know, that's one thing in the last 4 years going around to the senior centers, you know, I get to meet a lot of folks and explain to them the laws, and, you know, and I tell them, if you have any friends or family that's turned 65 or become disabled in the last 12 months, tell them to come and see us, because they need to get the exemption.
You know, where it's the general people in the population. It's very difficult to analyze and know what taxes are.
Our laws is pretty complex, and I want to sit down and try to explain it to them, and if they don't understand it, you know, let us look what you got, and you know, we're going to make sure you get your highest exemption.
We always ask the question, the newest tag.
Let's see, we got the Wounded Warrior, Whitetail Warrior project that's just approved.
Whitetail?
Yeah, it's the Whitetail Warrior project. It's for Wounded Warriors. It's an organization in Alabama that puts on hunts for wounded warriors.
Okay.
And they've got their 250 commitments because they went through legislature, and we're issuing those, I think, starting the end of this month, 1st of October.
Wow. You don't see that many antique tags anymore, do you?
They're vintage tags now.
Vintage?
Vintage.
Are they the same color?
No, they got like a scroll at the top. Used to, they're just kind of a goldish yellow.
Right.
But now they're white with a kind of a maroonish lettering. And
oh, is that right?
Yeah. So
I've been looking for the wrong thing.
Yeah, it's vintage now. So if they got an antique tag, they're illegal.
I saw a car with one on it back about a month ago, and it reminded me. I thought, man, I don't see those kind of cars anymore.
We are issuing, starting in October, the new God Bless America tags. So that design has changed. So if you have that style tag, starting October. January 1, we have the new style tag. The Sweet Home Alabama tag is going away, phased out, starting January 1. And it's kind of a mountain river with a gold sky, yellow sky on it. So that starts January 1, 2014.
Thank you, Barry, for coming to see us.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Did a good job. Yes, sir.
That, I wonder if anyone still has a Pearl Harbor survivor tag.
Yep, got a few. Got one or two.